Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the 2024 i4 M50, the G26 chassis, and this one is in Black Sapphire. So the 2024 i4s, at least for us, have just started arriving. Time of filming this is early September. So new 2024s now have iDrive 8.5 from the factory. If you have a 23 and older version of the i4, you will not be getting iDrive 8.5. As an over-the-air update, it does not have the correct head unit to run iDrive 8.5. So sorry about that, guys. But let's go over this build here. So the M50 is for store inventory. So we're getting in that territory where we are building i4s of all varieties for store inventory. This one is fairly well equipped. So you can see the driving assistance professional package sensor at the bottom of the grille there. We also have the optional laser lights and the M badging on the grille, faux grille here, if you will. And some cerium gray outlines here. So I imagine that goes away for model year 25, which will be the LCI for all of the 4 Series, including the M4. And the M3, at least the front end portion of it. So over on the side we have the style 861M wheels, bicolor wheels with, looks like Hankook tires, and then the red M Sport calipers. So pretty good looking wheel, I think. And then we've got the M style mirror caps in black, not fistable. And here's our side profile of the G26 4 Series Grand Coupe. Essentially that's what it is, just an electric version of the Grand Coupe. But I just wish it were maybe a little bit squished lower, sort of like the old 6 Series Grand Coupe. I think that was a really sleek design, but this one is not bad. And moving out back, we have the i4 M50 badging. And then where the exhaust tips would be for the gas-powered car, sort of a faux diffuser thing going on here. All right, moving over, we'll pause here. So battery size is 81.5 kilowatts of usable net power, or storage, I should say. So giving you a range, depending on the wheel sizes. At one point, the 20-inch wheels did disappear for a short period of time. That would have been about 227 miles range. This one's got the 19-inch wheels, which is the default. So that means about 272 miles of range on a full charge. And of course, you do get 2 years of free complimentary charging via Electrify America. That's DC fast charging 30-minute sessions. You do multiple a day, but you have to wait 60 minutes between charging sessions, or 60 minutes of charging on level 2. All right, so opening up, we have the Cognac perforated Sensitech. So no charge on that. Can of course upgrade to leather, and you can even go through B&W individual to get full merino leather. Have not done that on any inventory car, but it is available. See, the one thing you're missing with the Sensitech is you don't have adjustable side bolsters, but everything else is there. So in front of me, the standard M Sport steering wheel, and then stitching up here. And then you're on the left-hand side of the steering wheel are all your controls, the driving assistance professional package. Not buried in iDrive 8.5 yet, but I imagine that's probably coming for the LCI version of this car. From me, your instrument panel, heads-up display, then your new iDrive 8.5. So they've changed a few things here. So basically the background here is what they call the staging area. And by default, you can have the map. or if you swipe to the left here, live vehicle and media. There are a few more options once the car is sold and you have your BMW profile logged in. I think you get 2 more little things you can change in the background as the staging area. Over on the left, you have the quick select. So these things do not change, so you can't change how they're ordered or what's displayed over here, but you got your personal assistant here, media, your telephone, media again, and then their nav input, and then you got your route preview, and finally sort of like your live vehicle. And you can, depending on the menu here, you can swipe in and see what's going on. And then the other change is sort of like the quick access to climate stuff. So you got your temperature that you always had before. All right, so over here you have the quick access to heated seats. Click that and that pops up. You can change the heated seat stuff. And then in the background, hit the fan here, and that brings up your climate menu, which is going to be a little bit different than 8.5. I think a little bit more intuitive. So this is how it looks in auto select. If we undo auto, then you got how the air is blowing. You see defrost, then you got at you and below. So you can change how the air is blowing and where it's blowing just by simply touching that. And you can't really use anything in terms of the iDrive controller. You can do some of the selects down here. You got all this menu here. You have your fan speeds in the middle here. I think pretty intuitive. I think a better layout than before. Then back to the auto setting here. So your trim here is the aluminum trim with mesh effect. A sporty look for the vehicle. You get your drive selector nub, iDrive controller, start stop button. All right, so in terms of pricing, 2024 i4 M50 starts, let me get that in the sunlight there, $69,700. Black Sapphire Metallic adds another $650. Sensatech is included. Driving Assistance Pro for another $1,700. Shadowline package for $400. Parking Assistance package for $700. Premium package for $1,650. Then $1,000 for the laser lights, and an all told MSRP of just under $77,000. I'll note that premium package has changed the content, so for $1,650 you're getting heated steering wheel, of course, but also the Harman Kardon sound system, which used to be a separate option for $875, I believe, and then the heads-up display, which I think on the iDrive 40 is $1,100, give or take a little bit. So a pretty decent price for the premium package, given what you get out of it. We'll hop in the back seat and go up the cargo area and wrap it up. All right, so towards the back seat, still have comfort access on the back. I imagine that goes away for next year, for model year 25. Here's sloping roofline, and kind of a very generous size of the door opening. All right, so here's the view from the back seat with our moonroof shade open. Pretty nice cockpit as well. And then you've got plenty of knee room and leg room, I'd say. I think generous in that. Then climate control in the back here, it is off currently because the car is currently off. A little bit compromised on the headroom, but overall not too bad. All right, we'll use our kick to open up the cargo area. So as usual with the BEVs, or battery electric vehicles, you get level 2 charging via the flexible fast charger. It comes with a 110 volt outlet, or plug I should say, and then this NEMA 1450 plug. And charging times, you're looking at about 12 hours from 0 to empty on the level 2 charging. And DC fast charging, you're getting about 31 minutes from 10 to 80%. Of course, that's going to be dependent on the kilowatts of the charger you're at. The i4 M50 can take up to 195 kilowatts. So the lower the kilowatts, the slower your charging time, but I think pretty decent, and hopefully we'll get more charging available. You know, in some areas it can be a little bit difficult to find DC fast charging via Electrify America, but they're working on improving that. Horsepower and torque, so 536 horsepower, up to I should say, and then 586 torques, so very quick vehicle. very potent. That's it for a quick tour around another i4 M50, and we'll see you at the next video.